A Verona area high school student was honored with a full ride scholarship from a donor with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County. Jakylah was selected out of a competitive pool of 91 applicants, impressing the selection committee with her leadership, character, commitment to community impact, and future academic goals. Jakylah was accepted into 15 colleges and is planning to study psychology at a historically black college or university. Jakylah is part of the People program associated with UW-Madison and Freedom Inc. and has led efforts to eliminate school lunch debt.
I was just like screaming in the bathroom, so everyone at my job also heard me, so I know they have a surprise party for me when I go to work later too. So.
I'm just so immensely proud. We all were crying. She called us in that bathroom until she found out at work.
Oh, what a special moment and celebration. This is one of the nation's largest college scholarships, valued at $400,000. Congrats. Can't wait to see where her future leads her.